Alright guys, welcome back to another video. This video is actually dealing with 411 missing people, and it's actually missing people dealing with national parks phenomena. I've really been into that actually for years. I've been doing research for years, and I'm putting some things together, but I love Gaia.com. This is where I'm getting this source from. And it talks about a latest disappearance of a man in 2018. And basically he actually disappears around a bunch of people. He went for a run, they were up there on a resort, enjoying the ski lift. You guys can check out this site. But basically it gets into a New York man, Danny. He's 49 years old, a fire department captain. He was on a ski lift a day, on the mountains with his friends. He was going to take his last run and meet them at the bottom. Apparently he never came to the bottom. He disappeared despite his shoes and clothes that he did have still remaining in the lodge. His car and everything was still in the parking lot. They were unable to contact him by his cell phone. His friends and family did report him missing, of course. The police did do an investigation. They combed the mountains for 6 days. We're going to check out this video next. As you see, after 7,000 man-hours, helicopter search and rescue, snowmobiles, everything, he ends up turning up 2,900 miles away in Sacramento. He is unaware of how he got there, aside from the vague memories of sleeping in a big rig truck. Now that's crazy. So what if all these phenomenons are linked to people going missing, but what if it's not the theories of, as far as specifically aliens or extraterrestrials or Bigfoots and things like that? What if they could also be linked to portals? And that's why I want to show you guys this video. So he says that he was, away. All he remembers is sleeping in a big rig truck. He's still wearing the same outfit, including his helmet and goggles. So let's say it said he went missing from the park, one of the 30 hot spots for strange disappearances. So it is a hot spot, of course, for strange disappearances, but this brings out evidence that connects portals and parallel, shifts, with these disappearances, and I think that's pretty cool. So let's check out this video really fast.
Years ago,
sorry
doing some
about that,
peripheral.
guys. I'm going to start this over.
Peripheral research. I was doing some peripheral research in a national park. Noticed a couple park rangers following me around, which isn't that unusual. And went back to my location off the park site, and these guys showed up independently, and they said they knew of me, and they had been looking into missing people at the various parks that they had worked at. Okay. And they realized that on the front end, when somebody goes missing, there's a lot of activity, there's a lot of investigation, and then after about 7 or 8 days, everything stops. And when they tried to find out what happened to the victim and get more information, they were stymied, and they said something didn't feel right. Yeah. And then subsequent to the disappearance, the follow-up investigation by special agents of the Park Service really never happened. Weird. Very strange. And they said, somebody ought to be looking into this, because the people were disappearing in areas that they didn't think that would fit that normal mode, meaning that you and I, say, take our kids to the park, and a child disappears in a valley area where there's a lot of activity. And we're not talking far back into the backcountry. A lot of these occur right in a populated area of the national park.
In front of other people.
Apparently. And
jeez,
as we can logically assume, when people go into the backcountry, things happen, and those disappearances occur as well. But it's those valley disappearances that got my interest right away.
So I hope you guys did enjoy, this short little video. I just wanted to say real quick that my dad is a retired Forest Service Ranger. He worked for Job Corps. And there were some stories that my dad, used to tell me, and some things that he's heard and seen and things he couldn't explain. And if I can get him to sit down, at least let me do audio of him, I would love for you guys to share his stories with you guys, because he's getting really older, and I would like to have those memories as well. But he would always tell me that there's only certain parts that he will take me, and there's just more out there than just the animals in the woods. So keep that in mind. And with that being said, guys, do not obey. Stay woke.